When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season. They can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Utes have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the run, finding an escape route. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl.
There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. It's complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Parker. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Utes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Behind the line, it's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. He makes a catch. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Longhorns are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got out of trouble, throws. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Utes come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Quick strike complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Parker. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Bentley. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Defense wants to bring the heat. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Lots of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Boom. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer, as you saw right there.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing, why as much as they are, they better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Utes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Texas offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Creates a little room. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Gets the back moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Hands it off. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. They got it. It's blocked.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Floats it out in space. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Bentley. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Utes will punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up. The raindrops kept falling on his head, and he muffed it.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner's literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that 1st defender. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But David,
he's loose. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Great timing there in that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
35, Utah, 0.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
To the air. It's Dampier. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a 4th down. The defense could not get the back of the ground, Palmer, and he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be pass, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A run for the quarterback. And some room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, out of space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Utah 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wide receiver going in motion. quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Setting up the screen. Knocked down for the tackle.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Utes line up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
And the Longhorns are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Manning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Got a little space. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Parker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play small.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here comes the offense on second down. The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Utes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Texas 35, Utah 7.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Wide open spaces. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Utah! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up by 32 over the Stallions. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Wingo. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
The Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the run, it's Baxter. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to